Well, look at that beauty there. So on the channel today, we have a bench review of a Mossberg 500A. This one's been in my collection for a little over 20 years at this point. But the Mossberg 500 is a going strong model. They're produced in great number. There's quite a bit of them out there, and they come in a lot of different varieties nowadays, from having wooden furniture to synthetic like this one, as well as hunting models with longer barrels, tactical models where you have rails, heat shields, etc. And you can get them camo, everything else. Very interesting how the 500 has continued to maintain popularity. So today we'll cover a couple of things about it. Number one, it's made by Mossberg. Mossberg is a well-established manufacturer of firearms, and the 500 is a mainstay. It was produced to be a very affordable shotgun for the public, for personal defense like this one, as well as the hunting models. Directly competing with the Remington 870 that you'll find out there, which a lot like the Mossberg 500, is an affordable shotgun, and it comes in a lot of different configurations to meet a lot of different needs. So this one, let's talk a little bit about it. So what we have here is it does have the opportunity to go for a pistol grip, if that suits your needs and your fancy. Synthetic stock on this, synthetic front grip and pump, overall steel construction with the barrel. This particular model is a defense model. It's 5+1, so you've got 5 in the magazine tube and then 1 in the chamber. It is set to where it can shoot 3-inch shells if you so wanted to. But here's a couple of positives on it. Number one, these are very reliable. I've had this one for 2 decades and never had an issue with it. I fully trust it. It's held up very well. This is a model where you're not looking at any sort of extra chokes that you can change out or anything else. It's very simple. It's got a front bead sight, and it's meant for close quarters, so you're not doing any range shooting with it. I will say a couple of things about it that are worth knowing when you're looking at a Mossberg 500. Number one, light shotguns kick hard, and this is a light shotgun. Like, this is meant for defense. A lot of folks like lighter guns nowadays, but when you have to discharge this, it kicks like a mule, and it's going to. But if you're in a situation where you have to use it, it's obviously going to be something that you need to shoot, and you're just going to have to be used to the recoil on it. The other thing about it is, you're shooting something like this, right? Like a double-aught buck, good powerful round. It's going to have that recoil, and it being lighter doesn't necessarily help that at all. I can also fully be honest that I've never shot it with a pistol grip on it. I've shot pistol grip shotguns before. I've shot the smaller version that they made, the Shockwave. I've shot the Shockwave, and I shot the Remington TAC 14 that have like the little tail handles on them instead of a stock, and they kick pretty good. They do. So I've never really shot this. I've never shot this with a pistol grip on it. I've only shot it with the stock. Very reliable. Not a lot of moving parts. It's not an auto loader, and it's a very popular home defense weapon. Some folks that you'll hear from the older days will tell you that the shotgun is the most reliable defense/combat weapon that you'll ever find, and it's remained very popular in our society and our gun culture pretty much since the old days, since the 19th century. And this is no different. Very reliable, great construction. It's not cheap. I will say that. It's a great value, but it's not cheap. Just like the Remington 870, you can find a lot of different models to fit needs, all the way from hunting to tactical applications, as well as to home defense applications. The Mossberg 500 here has been in military use off and on for quite some time. It's in law enforcement use extensively, and it's in home defense use for folks like us who are looking for a great reliable shotgun for home defense. This is definitely one I would encourage to take a look at, as well as the Remington 870. The customization is great. You can get them with 2 barrels. You can get them where they'll have a barrel that you can change out. It'll have a short barrel for tactical applications like this, and a longer barrel for target or hunting. You can get them where you have adjustable chokes, where you can change the choke out. This one doesn't, obviously, just because it's the shorter defense model. Definitely worth checking out if you're in the market for something that's going to be a reliable home defense style shotgun. So overall, lots of positives. The positives are overwhelming. The only opportunities I'll come up with are it's a light shotgun. So when you pull the trigger, expect it to kick hard. And when you're ready for that, and you know it, like, it's not going to hurt or anything else. Just be ready for it to kick. And number 2, like a lot of shotguns, the trigger is almost 7 pounds. So I believe it comes in at about 6.5. So just be ready. You're going to have to pull back on it. Now, it's not, a sharpshooter or anything like that. It's a shotgun. So you're looking at, just your normal bead sight. This is standard, so you're not going to be putting any sort of optic or anything else on it. Contrary to popular belief in movies, you can easily miss with a shotgun, so you want to be accurate with it. But this is made for very close range, home defense style applications. Nothing real fancy optic-wise on it, just your normal bead sight. And I'd say the only thing I can come up with other than the trigger is the weight and just being ready for that. Overall, great value, great supply, so you should be able to find any application you want. So with that, feel free to comment and subscribe to the channel.